chooses a...
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a good Tuesday evening, Central New York. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking the return of some sunshine for our Wednesday, but unfortunately, the warmer temperatures won't be returning at least until we get into the weekend. Let's take a live look first, though, at downtown Utica, where, of course, par for the course, the sun returning to the area right before sunset, officially in about 10 or 15 minutes from right now, and that's as we look off toward the west. We do have some more sunshine building in. Temperature right now 60 degrees under still mainly cloudy skies. A calm wind, dew point of 53 means it feels fairly comfortable out there right now. Many of us, by and large, are into the middle and upper 50s out there right now, but there are those exceptions of downtown Utica, like I mentioned, right at 60. Camden over at 61 at the present time. As far as where temperatures are concerned, compared to where they were this time yesterday, we're actually 4, 5, 6, 7 degrees warmer than it was at this time yesterday. And as far as where temperatures are going over the next couple of days, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we'll see a mix of sun and clouds, but it'll be breezy and cooler. Temperatures only into the lower and if not the middle 50s out there for many of us, maybe the upper 50s for some. And then we'll see temperatures getting into the lower and if not the middle 60s by the weekend, when we could be seeing some rain return to the area, and that rain looks to hang around into next week as well. If you haven't gotten the chance to check out any of the fall foliage, I would recommend it, because you can see here many portions of Hamilton, Herkimer, Lewis County already past peak in many locations, and many of us are nearing peak outside of that. We're already past peak up into areas of northern Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine around the Canadian border as well. As far as the tropical satellite is concerned, Tropical Storm Lorenzo moving to the northwest at 12 miles an hour. It's barely a tropical storm with winds of 40 miles an hour, still posing no threat to the U.S. East Coast. And there's the coastal storm, the nor'easter, that caused a lot of rain, wind, coastal flooding, moving up toward the north and east. But back toward the west, we do have a cold front that's moving through, and that'll cause the winds to switch over to the northwest. We'll see skies clear out as we head through tomorrow. Other than that, not much precipitation associated with it, and then we'll see high pressure building in, our fair weather friend. In the meantime, the radar is free and clear of precipitation, and I do expect it to remain that way through at least Saturday night into Sunday, when we finally see some showers building in. Other than that, most of the time looks dry. Futurecast shows us that during the overnight hours, we'll see a few clouds here and there, a westerly breeze. We'll start off the day Wednesday with a lot of clouds, but they won't hang around just like they did today. We'll see decreasing clouds as we head through the afternoon, but a north-northwesterly breeze, 10 to 15 miles an hour, only keeps our temperatures into the 50s at best, and that looks to be more of the same as we head through Thursday and Friday. It's also quite breezy at times as well, and then we'll start to see some warmer temperatures and some rain coming in by the second half of the weekend. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a good Tuesday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking some cooler temperatures for our Wednesday. And there could even be a little bit of frost as we head through not only Wednesday night, but Thursday night as well. Let's take a look at the temperatures from today. First of all, to the north and west, it was warmer. We had temperatures into the lower and middle 60s there. Down toward the southeast, it was more like the middle and upper 50s, where we had a lot more clouds as well as some breezy conditions out there. And those clouds are rather pesky today to get rid of. And we have a few of them out there right now, but definitely not as many as there were earlier. 50 degrees right now in downtown Utica with a calm wind. It feels fairly comfortable with that dew point of 49. As far as those temperatures across the area right now, kind of the opposite of the way it was most of the day, where it's now warmer down toward the south and east and cooler up toward the northwest, like Louville at 48, Old Forge 47, Hamilton 46, and down in Johnstown right now, it's 54. That's kind of the warm spot of our area. Temperatures over the next couple of days going to remain below average through the next 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. More like the low to mid, maybe upper 50s. If we're lucky, it's going to be cool and rather breezy, but at least there will be plenty of sunshine. That's kind of the plus side. Temperatures do come up over the weekend. Sunday looks like the warmest day of the next few. And that's when we'll introduce some rain chances before things turn a little bit cooler to start next week, at least seasonably so. As far as Tropical Storm Lorenzo, still a 40-mile-an-hour tropical storm, so just hanging on to the cusp of that tropical storm status, moving to the northwest at 12 miles an hour. Still not posing a threat to the U.S. East Coast or anywhere near our area. This is what's left of the weekend nor'easter that caused a lot of havoc up into New England, as well as the mid-Atlantic coast. Back toward the west, though, we do have a cold front. Not a lot of moisture associated with it other than what's coming through Michigan right now, but by the time it heads towards us, you'll just notice that wind shift, as well as the cooler temperatures, as well as a few clouds tonight into tomorrow morning, but behind that, high pressure builds in, our fair weather friend, and that looks to stick with us until the beginning of the weekend. So until we get there, the radar will remain free and clear of precipitation, and there's those rain chances that I mentioned coming in Saturday night and especially on Sunday afternoon. But in the meantime, we'll have plenty of sunshine before that. Overnight tonight, we'll have those clouds thanks to that cold front. Don't expect much, if any, precipitation from it. Things remain dry as we head through our Wednesday. We'll see a northerly breeze that could be quite gusty, 10 to 15 miles an hour, although there could be gusts at times 20 to 30 miles an hour throughout the day, and that continues into tomorrow night. So while there could be some patchy frost, I don't expect it to be widespread, in spite of the fact that we'll have clear skies, we'll have breezy conditions out there. We could have a repeat performance Thursday night into Friday morning, but you'll definitely need the heat on over the next 2 nights as well before things start to warm up and we finally get some much needed rain in here. Thomas, back over.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
In time right now, approaching 11:10 on this late Tuesday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking just a few clouds during the overnight hours and for our Wednesday morning, but by the afternoon, sunshine will develop, and unfortunately, so will quite blustery conditions out there too. 48 degrees is the current temperature right now, with calm winds, dew point at 47, so it feels fairly comfortable out there right now. And temperatures across the area, mainly in the middle and upper 40s to the lower 50s out there right now. Loudville, Lake Pleasant, and Boonville all exactly at 50 degrees at the present time. The rest of us not far behind that. As far as comparison to where we were this time yesterday, many of us cooler than it was this time yesterday, but Lake Pleasant and Johnstown up 1 and 3 degrees. Same thing down in Greene in southern Shenango County. As far as where temperatures, high temperatures at least, going to be over the next couple of days, over the next 3 days will be below average, more like the middle and upper 50s, maybe the low 50s for some of you. And mind you, the average high for this time of year, 61 degrees, will be at or above that for both Saturday and Sunday and into next week as well, even as we get some much needed rain in here. As far as the current fall foliage report, many of us are nearing peak or already past it, especially once you get into the Adirondacks and North Country. And this is actually ahead of schedule because of the fact that things have been so dry as of recently. And the same is true for northern portions of Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. So if you haven't had the chance to check out some fall foliage, I would definitely do it this weekend, when we definitely will see some warmer temperatures out there too. Tropical Storm Lorenzo barely hanging on to that tropical storm status with 40-mile-an-hour winds. As of the 11 p.m. advisory, still moving to the north-northwest at 12 miles an hour, but no threat to the U.S. East Coast. As far as that area of low pressure, that coastal storm that impacted New England as well as parts of the mid-Atlantic, well offshore and definitely weaker than it was over the weekend as well. Back toward the west, we do have a cold front that's mainly moisture starved, and you'll just notice the shift in wind direction as well as the quite blustery conditions and some clouds during the overnight hours before the high pressure builds in through the later part of the morning into the afternoon tomorrow. So as such, the radar is free and clear of precipitation, and I do expect it to remain that way through at least Saturday, if not into Sunday afternoon, when we'll finally get some much needed rain in here. As far as our futurecast is concerned, it'll become breezy during the overnight hours, and it'll become cloudy out there too with that cold front moving through, and then we'll see some sunshine developing by the time we head toward the afternoon. But that's when it becomes quite blustery out of the northwest, 10 to 15 miles an hour. There could be gusts at times 20 to 30 miles an hour as we head through our Wednesday afternoon and evening. So even though temperatures tomorrow night and Thursday night will be down into the upper 20s and lower 30s, I don't expect much frost because the winds won't be calm. But at least there will be plenty of sunshine right on through Saturday, even if the temperatures are a little bit cool, and then we'll see some rain coming in by the second half of the weekend and the start of next week. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you, Jordan.